Hello, pregnant mamas. Welcome back to Pregnancy JSJ Meditations. In these meditations, you experience a new form of meditation that includes a guided practice of a highly developed form of acupressure, otherwise called JSJ, where I practice different holds in each meditation to help aid in the harmonizing of the life energy within us. Today, we will be focusing on self-care holds that help alleviate fatigue and as well as help us to release our fears safely and effectively without much effort at all. And over the course of the last 10 years, I have realized something very important, and that is reprogramming our brains, releasing things that do not serve us anymore. It's easier than we think. When we focus on tuning into our spirit, when we focus on the innermost layer of ourselves, every other layer outside of that will unfold naturally and gently. Most people like to focus on changing the behavior and or outcomes of things. For example, they wish to change their routine, their morning routine, or they wish to change their eating habits, or they wish to change their exercise habits, or they wish to not feel anxiety. They wish to respond differently in situations that otherwise aggravate them or cause them to experience anxiety and or depression. But the outcomes and the behaviors, those are the last layers of our existence. And there are many layers in between. But our spirit is at the core. That is our innermost layer. And when we take just a little bit of time each day, it could be 5 minutes upwards to a half an hour. And if you have other children, you know half an hour is a good chunk of time to dedicate towards a self-care routine. But that is enough. When we can focus on releasing and healing and paying attention to our spirit and what our spirit needs, all the other layers in between will fall into place over time without much effort. So with that, let's get started. And let's find our comfortable meditative position today. You can be sitting or lying down for this meditation as long as you are comfortable. That is the best position for you to be in during these meditations. And the first thing that we do is find our first position for our hands. Our first position today is having both of our hands on top of our head, so that your left hand is on the left side of the top of your head and your right hand is resting on the right side of the top of your head, so that you leave a little gap down the center line of the top of your head. So if you can imagine a little part line, a center part line, you have your fingertips resting on either side of this imaginary part line. So for me, I'm lying down on my left side and my right hand is kind of hanging out in midair. So instead of that, I'm just going to drop my arm so that it's comfortable, and my elbow and arm are kind of in front of my face now. And so my hand might not feel like it's in an exact line, but that's okay, because the most important thing is that you're comfortable. And then the next thing to do, if you feel comfortable, is close your eyes, tune inward, and we will focus on our exhalation for 3 breaths. You can breathe out your nose or out your mouth. Exhale without judgment. Just let it feel good to you in this moment. One more exhale. As we rest in this position, we feel ourselves, we feel our hands placed upon our heads. And then we let our attention fade away, and we try our best to just let our hands relax, let our arms relax, and let our attention wander away from the hold that we're practicing. I allow myself to feel and let up feelings of fear now. And even if I can't identify these feelings of fear, I just allow them to come up if they're there. Maybe it's fear of actual labor and birth. Maybe it's fear that there might be something wrong physically with your baby. Maybe it's fear that you won't be a good mother, or maybe it's fear that you won't have enough time or attention for this new baby. Really anything that might come up for you, just allow it to come up. And instead of wondering how to fix it or make it go away, let's just accept these feelings of fear and say, you are welcome to come up now. We're in a safe space and it's okay. And breathe out as you experience what this feeling is like of accepting what we typically resist. And now we move in to a different portion to help us shift these feelings, this energy of fear. I disentangle from these feelings of fear and I reintegrate now. I realign with feelings of trust, peace, and acceptance, and I reintegrate now. I realign with wholeness and infinite self. Reintegrate now. I disentangle from feelings of fear that are stuck within me, and I reintegrate now. I realign with feelings of strength, courage, and trust, and I realign now. I realign with wholeness and infinite self. And I exhale fully now. I disentangle from attaching to these thoughts and feelings of fear, and I reintegrate now. I realign with observing and letting these thoughts pass through my mind like clouds in a sky. And I reintegrate now. I realign with feelings of trust, peace, and comfort. Realign now. I realign with wholeness and infinite self. Reintegrate now. And now we're we're going to move into the next position with our hands. So if you would, with your right hand, find your right buttocks. So my right fingertips. And for me, I kind of go to the outside edge of the right buttocks. So for me, the point where my energy lock feels the best to be held is right where my leg meets my buttocks, towards the outside edge of my body, but still on the back side of my body. And then my left hand goes across my body and over my right shoulder, so that my left fingertips are resting on my upper back. My left hand is making a little hook over my right shoulder, and my fingertips are close to my spine, right next to my spine on my upper right back. And we will rest here for the next few minutes. And right now we'll come back to our breath and provide ourselves with 3 full and complete exhalations. Whatever feels good to you, follow along or practice on your own. Now, we bring awareness to our heartbeat. We still our minds and still our bodies and see if we can witness our heartbeat. Where do we feel it? For me, right now, I feel my heartbeat on the left side of my body, kind of by my ribs area. And I can feel my heart beating. And then I think about this beautiful baby growing inside and how its heart is beating almost twice as fast as my heart. I have 2 hearts alive within me right now. How beautiful is that? I am able to experience my days and nights with 2 beating hearts. We are growing life within us, and we may feel tired because of it. And this is normal. And so we rest. We take moments to rest. I disentangle from fatigue and I reintegrate now. I realign in this moment with feelings of rest, peace, and deep fulfillment. Reintegrate now. Realign with wholeness and infinite self. Reintegrate now. I disentangle from overworking myself and I reintegrate now. I realign with taking small breaks and giving my mind and my body what it needs to function at its best, and I realign now. I realign with feelings of confidence, trust, and peace, and I realign now. I disentangle from judging myself and I reintegrate now. And judging ourselves can come up without us even realizing it. We can feel like we're not doing enough. Well, I didn't do the dishes, and I didn't do the laundry, and I didn't get enough work in today, and I have to go to bed so early, and I can't sleep at night. And there's all these things that we can just be so judgmental of ourselves with. And during pregnancy, it's important to practice letting these go. I disentangle from judging myself, and I reintegrate now. I realign with trusting myself and accepting myself, and I realign now. I realign with wholeness and infinite self. Reintegrate now. I disentangle from trying too hard to get things done, and I reintegrate now. I realign with letting go and taking time to rest, and I reintegrate now. I disentangle from any resistance I may be feeling at the moment, and I reintegrate now. I realign with letting go, with feelings of trust and patience, and I realign now. I realign with wholeness and infinite self, and I reintegrate now. I exhale fully and completely. I disentangle from feelings of tension within my body, and I reintegrate now. And I realign with feelings of comfort, feelings of fluidity, ease, and grace. Realign now. Realign with wholeness and infinite self. Realign now. I hope you enjoyed this meditation today. I hope it brought you a bit of peace and comfort, as well as releasing some of the fatigue and or fears that you may be experiencing during this pregnancy. And I'm also publishing on Insight Timer. It's the #1 meditation app. And on the Insight Timer app, you just have to search for my name, Katie Falk, Katie, last name Falk. And as always, I thank you so much for being a listener. I appreciate any feedback. So if you have a moment to write me at holdforhealing@gmail.com, I would appreciate any and all feedback. And thank you for meditating with me today, and I'll see you next time.